All right, tonight, yet another example of left-wing violence, the same radical group offering bounties for the locations of any conservative Supreme Court justice. They're now attempting to shut down the congressional baseball game. According to this group, no Republican deserves peace ever again. Senator Rand Paul, no stranger himself to violent agitators, has been attacked at least twice, including one instance right after the RNC convention when the senator and his wife, surrounded by far-left lunatics and rioters, barely got out of there with his life. And, of course, the incident with the neighbor. Here now is Kentucky Senator Rand Paul. You know, Senator, I know Washington, D.C. is not far off from New York in terms of their lack of willingness to prosecute people that are violent. At least in Kentucky, the guy that attacked you, as I understand it, paid a price, right?
Ultimately, initially a Clinton judge gave him 1 month, which is what you might get for shoplifting. Came back later, and another Democrat-appointed judge, but a more fair-minded Democrat-appointed judge, gave him another 8 months. So he got 9 months. But we still have our major newspapers, both the Louisville Courier and the Lexington Herald, writing op-eds saying that it was justified, the attack on me was justified, and that I deserved it because I'm somehow a provocative person, that my interviewing and my style of interviewing Fauci and others is provocative, and therefore I deserve violence. They're still saying that in the newspaper. One of our newspapers employed a young man who tried to assassinate the mayoral candidate of Louisville. He got 2 days in prison, and he was released. The Black Lives Matter bailed him out after 2 days, and he worked for the Louisville Courier. We now have a new writer for the Louisville Courier who's been arrested for violent assault, and now he's writing that the violence against me was justified, but he's previously been convicted of assault also. So, yeah, the left wing is egging this on. And if we want it to end, we've got to lock people up. The violent people need to be put away for as long as we can put them away.
It seems like, okay, in real time, I was on the radio on January 6th. I condemned what was happening. I condemned it that night on this show. And yet in the summer of 2020, your Democratic colleagues were either completely silent because it was their base that was involved in the looting, the rioting, the arson, the attacks on police, thousands of cops injured, dozens dead, billions in property damage, 574 riots, very few prosecutions in this case, even though we have a wealth of evidence. Where are the Democrats that are lecturing us on the need for safety and security on the one riot? Why aren't they speaking out against the 574 other riots? Where's that committee?
Think about that. Think about this. A woman in her 60s who's getting cancer treatment wanders into the Capitol during all of this, wanders out, doesn't harm anybody, is not involved with violence, and she gets longer in prison than the, people trying to assassinate a candidate get. Or, it's just amazing what we're doing and who we're letting off of this. But ultimately, there's going to come a day of reckoning where the people who live in New York City, crime disproportionately affects those in poorer neighborhoods and those who are minorities. One day they're going to rise up and say, we've had enough. The Democrats are not protecting our children. Kids are dying at the bus stop. Kids are dying on the subway. The Democrats don't care about your kids, and it continues to happen decade after decade. There's going to be a day that people are going to wake up and say, we've had enough. We're going to vote for law and order, and Lee Zeldin is the law and order candidate. So I think there is a chance that people will say, I don't care, black, white, whatever. I'm not associated with any party. I want a stop to the crime, and we have to put people in jail. I think that's coming.
I think a big pushback is coming on a lot of issues, including we need law, we need order, we need safety and security to pursue happiness. Parents want reading, writing, math, science, and computers in school. They don't want, whatever political agenda is being rammed down kids' throats. And they also want lower gas prices and elimination of the inflation record high that we have. Not hard. Senator, we're glad you're safe. Thank you for being with us. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.